as we know, just like you mentioned, back in November of 2009, I believe, with the FDA hearings, you and I have been an organic part of this oscillating evolution in social media and healthcare communications. The rise of influencer marketing is substantive, and there's impact here too. The government, as far as I've seen the report, just like you mentioned, is intimating that they will come down much harder on the use of influencers, influencer messaging, and all of that. Can you comment on that from your Yoda eye view of things?
Yeah, I mean, the first part of it is the commissioner said, explicitly called out social media marketing and the use of influencers as being an area where they are going to be cracking down. So, again, we need to see these letters. We need FDA to post these letters that we can see exactly what are they doing. There has been relatively speaking, quite a bit of enforcement in that area. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is, if you look at the total number of letters that we've gotten over the past few years, there have not been very many. The commissioner was right that enforcement has declined, but a significant percentage of all of the letters that we've gotten in the past few years have been focused on influencers. So the question we're again facing is, are we going to see exactly the same concerns that were being raised and being, taken enforcement on over the past few years? We're just going to see more enforcement because more people were doing exactly the same things but not receiving a letter? Or are they raising new concerns about that influencer marketing? Those two paths that they could be going down would have significantly different effects on what we as an industry do in response. If all we're seeing is more enforcement of the same things, okay, then we know what the rules are. We just have to be more stringent in our application. If, on the other hand, they're raising new concerns, well, then we have to alter our approach. Right? And again, I hope in the very near future that perhaps when we finish recording this podcast, we will see that the letters have been posted. One never knows.
All right. Well, thank you for this. And again, I just think it's important to summarize key points because there's an awful lot going on right now. If you are a pharmaceutical marketer in the DTC space, the government's attitude toward DTC has shifted, apparently, in broad strokes. Although no formal rules have been changed, the government has overtly stated that they will change, but we don't know what those changes will be and when they will take effect. Is that correct?
I think you did a beautiful job of explaining exactly how deep and dense the fog is.
Great. So again, just not to be Chicken Little, but the sky hasn't fallen yet, but it seems to be kind of cloudy with meatballs up there.
Something is going to happen.
Something is going to happen.
Stay tuned to your Bald Ambition podcast. Stay tuned to New York Times, to Stat News, to all of your reputable sources of information. The Thompson Advertising reports. These are the things that you want to stay on top of, right? Make sure that you're following the developments because we have been told there will be developments.
Yeah, and that's really the best that we can do and fairly advise at this point, which is be transparent about the inherent uncertainty of this moment. And that's analogous. It's almost like welcome to the party, pal, pharma marketers, because look at the tariffs. The tariffs have sent American businesses, micro to macro, in a similar kind of tailspin due to uncertainty. And again, I'm not politicizing the moment. I'm just saying that this characteristic of inducing uncertainty across multiple verticals, inclusive of communications in healthcare, specifically DTC, is a product feature of this administration.
Yeah, and